before we start the team talk, just if you guys don't know, we do have a GoFundMe link in the description to Chris Anderson's fund for the fires in Hawaii. He unfortunately lost his house, and there is a GoFundMe link, which we do recommend. If you can, please donate to that. It means a lot. Welcome, everybody. Team Talk number 10. Getting Carl by surprise there. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's got toys in the background. It's going to be a good episode. But we were off last week. We had top 8 for game 3, and we got a couple tops there, right? You got second there, Beer. Faisal got
Yep.
first. I got fourth. I won one game and then lost the other two and still was in the money. So that's all I care about.
I was on top of my wife 2 minutes ago.
There we go. Even better.
That counts.
But yellow and blue, we're gonna add them together because we missed a week. We're gonna save black for next week with the TPs once all the TPs are done, because we usually do black last because it's usually revealed last, but it was out of order. And yellow and blue, we got some Aegis stuff to talk about, so we might as well group them together. We're just gonna do one card for each color. We're gonna start with yellow. And I am going to say the card that I keep talking about. Either, I don't even know if I mentioned on Team Talk, probably have, Dracula Man. Come on. His name is Dracula Man. He is, I don't even know where he is. I don't know what his effect is. I know he looks at the top card of your deck, and I think you have to guess. You play a guessing game, basically, if you haven't looked at their deck yet. But Baba, you get a look at their deck, but we haven't talked about Baba yet anyway. I'm stalling because I'm looking for Dracula Man's full effect here because I had him open and he disappeared because he's elusive like that. But auto, limit 1, declare one number. When this card is played, there we go. See, this is good stuff. When this card's played from your deck or hand, reveal the top card of your opponent's deck. You're already messing with your opponent's deck. You know this is a good webcam deck to play. Piss off people in regionals. This is the deck to do it with. Then you flip the revealed card over and place it at the top of their deck. Additionally, if the revealed card's energy cost was the same as the number you declared, add one Sukisan, I don't know what the hell that name is, card from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. And then here's another auto. If your leader's a Fortune Teller Baba card and your opponent's life is at 7 or more, when this card's using a combo from your battle area, your opponent adds 1 of their life to their hand. This guy burns life. A 1-drop. Amazing. He's a common. This is the best common you're gonna get. You're gonna get him pre-release. This is gonna easily be $10,000. Trade him for Apex. Trade him for Awakened Power Sun Goku. Best card in the game. Someone else take over. I can't stop thinking of Dracula Man in my sleep.
But it's 7 or more.
7 or more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Turn 1. Turn 1. You're going second there. You tap 1 for him. You do his effect. Swing with your leader. Combo. Well, technically, you'd want to call. You swing with your leader first because you want to look at the top stuff. But hey, you can take him down from 7 to 6 with this guy with a 1-drop. Fuck Beast Gohan. This guy is the real deal right here. This burns your life. I'm done. Someone take it. Beer, take it.
Sure. I mean, for the mono yellow, personally,
doesn't need to be mono yellow.
Say,
it could be anything.
I mean, I guess it could be
yellow.
I mean, okay, all right, fine. I guess I'll be greedy then. Fuck.
Let's hear it.
I personally, I like the 8-drop. Honestly, that Gogeta. Well, not the 8-drop Gogeta. Sorry, I like the Veku. That's what I like. That's the good shit. It's a mirror image.
Are you gonna get the Patara jacket?
Yeah, I'll get the Patara jacket. Why not? But no, like real talk though, like I think it's really nice that the deck overall has several sources of Aegis at this point. And I think it's a nice addition, right? Like I don't know if it's gonna be run. I'm pretty sure you'd run it. Like it's got deflect, it's a barrier, right? And like this is good. This is good. Like you don't really
one energy Aegis. It's the last time they had one of those. I know this one's a little bit harder to get out because you got to have the right pieces in hand, but still one energy to have Aegis out.
Yeah. But the thing too is like if you notice the Union Fusion on it is 1 colorless.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can technically splash this in a lot more decks. So I think that's like the biggest thing I like about it is just the fact that like there's certain decks that like you wouldn't think could run Aegis and you're just like, yeah, you know what? I got this guy now. Have fun.
No, it's true. I'm still of the mindset that the best color combination is blue yellow. We've seen that in the past with decks that have been snapped, multicolor decks. Besides the Surge stuff, blue yellow is always the one that gets scary. Mecha Frieza, Icarus, they ran their whole storm there and banned a number of cards along their way. But I don't know.
Blue green's a close second.
Blue green,
Red
but
blue
it's
is
blue
always
green
there.
androids. It's very specific. Blue yellow is just like
True. That is true.
as long as it's not Zamasu, it's just like this stuff's good. But I don't know. I think that that Veku is not bad having. I didn't even realize that was colorless. I thought it was the select like yellow or blue, but hey, makes it better. Who wants to
Some
take it next?
tricolor stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and Pacman, you ready?
Pacman, he's in here.
Yeah, he's in here.
Talk to me nice.
We're doing
up,
what's up? We're doing blue and yellow, so I'm gonna pass it to you.
Blue and yellow. All right, let me pull up some stuff real quick.
We're doing yellow
alright.
first, so it can't be mono blue or you die. That's the rule.
Doing yellow first, so
Yeah.
it can't be mono blue.
Can't be mono blue.
All right. Well, I think the coolest. Well, it's my favorite art or my favorite card.
It's
or.
whatever you pick it. Whatever you like about it, but one for each color. We're just doing yellow first. We're gonna go all around, then blue next.
I'm feeling this Baba leader.
Hell yes.
A lot. Yeah, I like the leader a lot. I mean, I feel like the deck can be 17 card engine, and then the rest good yellow stuff. So I do think that can be cool. It's a webcam nightmare. I'm never playing it on webcam. I don't think I ever do that to myself.
You gotta do it. You have to. That's what I'm doing now. The only deck I'm playing now is just Fortune Teller Baba.
You
show me those 3 cards.
That's the problem with that deck. Everybody got to build it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna build it. I think it's a cool concept to kind of like baby Spirit Bomb in a way, kind of deal. So I do like that. And then as for blue, it says it's gotta be mono blue.
No, you
I
just
think we're
do
gonna
yellow
go
right
right
now.
around.
We're gonna go blue the next time around.
Oh, okay. So we're just doing yellow. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we're
That's
just
fine.
talking about that Baba.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
digging that stuff. I usually
Yeah,
don't like yellow, and that Baba, I'm just like, wow, okay, this is gonna be fun. I don't know if it's
100%.
good, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun. I mean, it's cool to kind of go back to that saga. So I do think it's nice, I've been talking to my friends about it a lot. So it's probably something that I'm gonna slap together and see if I could just make it a yellow dot good deck, which I don't think is hard. Because Repulse will be live, halfway live, or could be live turn 1. Because all I have to do is charge an extra card. Because of my field card account. So that'd actually be pretty cool. And just having Baby Spirit Bomb with the old school characters. Got Draco. Was it Dracula Man?
That was the first card we talked about. Best card in the set. You gotta burn someone at 7 life for a one energy.
You know, just not. I mean, you just combo it, right? You
I
don't even
know
have
if you
to
need
play
a combo from the battle area. Probably not. You probably just combo.
Yeah, you just
amazing.
combo
Combo
it.
2 of them
Like,
in
you
a
just-
row. It's limit 1. It won't count,
Yeah.
but do it.
So I mean, if they don't have a leader to take life, you do 2 free damage for nothing and generate 2 Z energy. So, and I wonder if I could do it on my turn and then their turn. So I wonder if it works that way. I gotta read the cards again, but I think that's cool.
Yeah, I got it right here. I can read it real quick. So it's an auto limit 1. If your leader is a yellow Fortune Teller Baba card and your opponent's life is at 7 or more, when this card is used in a combo from your battle area, your opponent adds 1 card from their life to your hand.
So I gotta have it on the battle areas, which is fine because you're gonna play it anyway to start fueling your engine, and literally everything costs 1. So you just play all the good yellow cards that cost 1 or 2 and just go crazy. So I think it's gonna be I can't say if it's gonna be like the meta defining yellow deck, but I do think it's gonna should make it seen. I mean, good yellow dot deck has always been a thing, and then with a 17 card engine, theoretically 16 because your field card starts on the field. You could run a 49 card deck and just have maximum consistency.
So the only I'm pretty excited for that one too, but I think the only minor issue is this is Dragon Ball and we draw too much is the problem. Like you can set up the top 3 so you can go through your archetype, but then like let's say you go through one swing and your opponent's like, okay, I'm gonna pseudo combo this draw one, or if you're playing against Green Gohan, like, okay, well I'm gonna combo this bottom one, draw 2, then I'm gonna super combo, draw 2, warp 1. Now you don't know what's at the top of your opponent's deck anymore. So then
I
you
mean,
have to that's the guessing game.
it's kind of like, I put it this way. With me playing Doflamingo in One Piece, it just, you're gonna have to remember a lot, and if you can remember a lot, you'll be solid.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I'll
The
be
Rain
back. My
Man
next
deck.
round is up.
Alright.
Gotta go back to Eggman's
You
tournament.
better
I'll be
fucking
back.
win. If you're leaving, you better win. I better see a
I'm
gold
best.
chain
I'm
around your
X2.
neck, gold medal.
X2 right now. We're gonna
X2.
get there.
Gobble
We're gonna,
it, man.
look, man. Look, I'll be back.
Okay, so I'm not really a huge fan of the yellow decks this set, but I'll go generic. Goku's Kamehameha is a really good card. Like, yellow has a good selection of Z deck cards, but just having this as a one-off in some Z decks where you might run Son Goku as a character in your deck, which if you played yellow, is pretty much all yellow decks at least have one Son Goku, this essentially turns into a different form of a UI Kamehameha. Instead of drawing a card, it's instead played without you, instead gives a crit. Because it powers up all your Gokus by 5k, and then you remove it, and they get another 10k in crit. So it's just a generically good card. And that second bit, the Activate Battle, if your leader happens to be Son Goku, which there are some good yellow Son Goku leaders, it also gives your leader a 10k boost out of nowhere with no cards cost from hand.
No, that's true.
And of course, in the Ape Goku deck, it is absolutely ridiculous.
Bulma and that together, it's just like, okay, let's get a boost here.
Let's make all of these attacks actually threatening.
Yeah. No, I think
It's kind of like Fearless Pan Red used to be. Suddenly turning all of your things on board into something actually scary.
it's true. And then when they did the whole Piccolo Jr. unison to bring that like Pan back from the dead, it's just like, oh my god, that's crazy. Now you're doing it without any resource from hand, nothing, all just from a Z deck. You don't need to worry about drawing a card. It's just like you always have access to this. When you want to go off, it's here. So that's, I think out of all the Z deck cards, that's definitely the one that, Z extra cards, that's definitely one that piqued my mind the most. It is also OG Dragon Ball, so anything OG Dragon Ball will pique my mind. I'm like, okay. But yeah, that is a good point with the starter deck Goku, which I feel like any starter deck, I feel someone will always try to go back to it. And Kid Goku, I think, is popular enough where we're probably going to start seeing more of those slotting in that Z extra card.
Skill-less yellow train again.
Mm-hmm. But, Carl, let's hear from you.
For me, like card-wise, I think we mostly talk about like what's interesting in both yellows. Well, I'll go for artwork for the
Go.
Sux card, which is the Invisible Man, which is a battle card, so you just see the background of it. It's pretty
Amazing.
insane.
Now
It's
that-
amazing. My favorite artworks, like I think this should have been an SPR or a collector version, as you said in your
Mhm.
not lately. So, but the SPR, all the yellow SPR look crispy as hell. Like seeing Tao Pai Pai coming back again is nice and everything. So, yeah, mostly I think the art for the yellow SPRs and it's hitting the good spot right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But card wise,
You
I'm all
don't
good.
care at all.
No.
Yeah. See, this is why you get a collector's version. You get one of Roshi bleeding on the invisible guy.
Yes.
There we go. But
Yes.
no, I you know what's funny? I didn't
With
even
the
notice
Bulma?
that card. That's how invisible it was. That's hilarious. That's amazing.
I thought it was a failed.
See, it fooled us.
They forgot the guy. But no.
Well, you can
just-
tell they got the
it's there,
lines
it's
too.
not.
But Wes, let's hear it. Yellow. Could be blue yellow, but as long as it's not mono blue, because then you get sent to the shadow realm.
Uh-oh. All right, so I think art-wise, I like the childhood Goku stuff. But archetype-wise, I'm gonna have to go with Fortune Teller Baba. Fortune Teller Baba.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I just thinking about ways to abuse. Well, you can't really necessarily abuse Dracula Man, I guess, because you can only get them down to 7, which they're going down to
I think
anyways.
it's 6.
Let me
I think you
see,
do 7
oh
or
yeah,
more.
you could take them down to 6. Yeah. So like if there's like you can do that quickly, and if there's some type of way to get like an early double striker, so they can't token negate, so you just take them down to 4, just
Mhm.
quick. And then if they want to token negate or something like that, take them down to 3. I could see it being when I first read some of the cards, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be one of those decks that you go into time every time. Like, all right, look at the top 3, and then like there's like 4 or 5 cards in the archetype where you just do that. So you're just milking the clock or something. But
Mhm.
the more I read it and seeing how cheap things are, it looks like it could be kind of aggro in a way.
Is this the first time in a car? This is
Nope.
It's the second time,
Oh my
unfortunately.
god.
I could disappear elsewhere, but unfortunately I had to break it.
Yeah, he
But this
broke.
time he's in shiny form. He's got the sunroof open.
Yeah, that's true.
This is true.
You know what?
But,
Before I do my honorable mention, I'll let you pick. Just name a yellow card that you like from the set. It could be the art, could be the archetype. Like what? Just
Without knowing what anyone else has picked
without.
of anything.
That's why I want to see what you pick. It's gonna be the truest form.
Oh, it's SS3 Goku.
No one said SS3 Goku.
The
No one said SS3 Goku.
SS3 Goku, the super rare. That card goes straight into every one of my favorite blue decks.
But the special rare version, right, with his hair to the side, because that looks amazing.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Good.
That card's nuts. That card is like, I want to remove a thing, but it's a 5-drop, and I need to have Z battle cards on board, but we're probably gonna have that anyway. And I thought that the old Ape was a pretty good card that would draw 2, rest a thing, draw a card, but this is like rest a thing, bottom deck a thing, draw a card, and do all that on a 5-drop. Yeah, I'm not complaining. That card's nuts.
It's the new Raiders War Cry.
Yes.
It's basically Raiders War Cry's back. The only difference is you need a Z card in your battle area. Because I don't even think it's a Z battle card. I think it's just like Z card in your battle area.
Nah,
The extra cards
It's
work
not just
too, right?
that.
It is
What
just a
made
big card.
Raiders Warcry
It's
so
just a
good
Z
back
card.
in the day was the ability to Xeno button. But these days, blue has so much extra energy that it feels like you've got Xeno button anyway. So, card is good.
True, especially with all this Aegis. And this blue yellow is making a return. I think we're going to see a lot of that Gogeta deck.
Mm-hmm,
The thing is the Gogeta deck looks like it'll be good, but I'm not convinced at this stage that it will be able to compete with the top decks. Like, to me, it doesn't look like the deck does enough to compete. Like, it's got plenty of defense, that's fine, but I'm not sure what it's doing offensively. If someone can show me that, that's fine.
I think it's just missing the right build. I think it's one of those decks that someone just needs to build it correctly.
But personally, I'd more inclined to either stick with the stuff I've been playing, or to just splash around with like the Grand Priest Unison in Soul Striker and make that blue-yellow, because that would just have excesses of energy and untap with a bunch of gods, and then put in a couple of the SS3 Gokus and stuff, and that would make a real deck. But it just depends as to yeah, it would just feel really awkward to build.
Fair enough.
But in theory, I think the SS3 Goku is the best card to have come out, for the main reason that it's a multicolor card that combos for free. So you can use it for arrivals and whatnot. But here's the key: you don't need any specific color energy to play it. So you can play it in a mono blue or a mono yellow or whatever deck. So it's extremely splashable.
Does it need to be a Sand Leader or anything for it to?
I think it needs to be a blue
Blue
and
or
or
Saiyan?
yellow Saiyan leader, from
Okay.
what I remember.
Just
Oh.
broken.
Which is heaps of leaders. There's so many.
Yeah.
And they're all the good
covers
ones.
A lot. Yeah.
There's probably some yellow baby player out there now, like, yes, something
Yeah.
else I can add to the deck.
Yeah.
K2
Yeah, although I think
untap
yellow
on
baby-
awaken.
Call a yellow baby once you're dead before it plays that card.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But no, that definitely up there. That's gonna be splashing a lot of blue decks, especially.
Maybe a blue yellow Bardock one day.
They
We don't
should
know.
Oh,
do it
yeah.
one day.
Yeah,
It's
it's a-
going in as soon as we go. But yeah, well, blue yellow Bardock Z leader. It'll happen one day, Carl. Believe me. But honorable mention that no one mentioned. for yellow before we get into blue is the new 4-star ball.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Looks
yeah.
wise,
That
the
one
SPR
is-
beautiful, and
Mhm.
playability wise, it makes you want to play black yellow Kid Coup. Like being able to just tap one, play a 3-drop vanilla, which is nice, and then you have the added effect where you discard a skillless, draw 2, and then you just can't you can't overwhelm
Oh, yeah, I
basically.
get-
But it definitely, I think that'd be the way to build Kid Coup now is with this
I
guy.
get what
You run
get
4 or
where you're
5 of
going.
him, whatever. You're running 7 4-star balls, either probably 5 of the original, 3 of these maybe, or 4 of the original, or no, sorry, 4 of the original, 3 of these. But
Wait a minute. You can also play that in Shinron,
yeah, it says it just
and
needs
you
to
can
be
play one
non-creative.
yellow skillless. So Catapesla, you can evolve on top of that. So
There's a yellow Catopesla.
Shinron, yeah, there's a yellow skillless Catapesla, and you can evolve on top of that. So
So writing down the deck
some
list.
Shinron
Just to quickly
Catapesla support.
catch me up. Just to quickly catch me up, we've only done the yellow stuff so far, right?
Yellow, we've technically, some of them have been blue, out yellow, like your pick, but yeah, we're gonna hit into the blue section right now if we got any mono
I-
yellow stuff left.
For black yellow skillless, I wish that we get a yellow childhood though, so it could work fine with the Ender 13 blowing stuff up.
It still works.
Not 13. What do you
Android
Have
mean?
we discussed the secret rare yet?
That's
No.
you're stealing my pick here. That's gonna be my blue pick.
Ah, no.
I always steal the secret rare for picks
You,
here.
you can make it your blue pick. I'm honestly underwhelmed by the card, but we'll go on.
Really? See, I
Yes,
like
really.
the card. I like the card where it's the first time that, well, not the first time, but it's a secret rare that is more put on to what its defensive capabilities are rather than its offense. It doesn't have a big triple strike, whatever. It's realistically a dual blocker that makes your opponent rip a card for you to use your effect. Like that's the
the
awesome
thing
part.
is I say we were both coming from, but it as a blue-yellow card, it has to compete with the other blue and yellow SCRs, which are you have perfectly good pools for defensive and offensive SCRs, some of which do both. Like Gohan, Pickle, and Yellow.
Like, look, if you want it for defense, what's wrong with playing Hatch? If you want it for offense, why is it better than Beast Gohan? If you're wanting it for value, why is it better than just running something like a Golden Cooler to just end a game? If you're wanting it just to run Aegis, then you have to rely on it staying on board, which it won't against yellow. It will
red.
likely get negged by red, and any smart blue player will be citing a Tapion Unison at the very least.
And black just shit their pants.
So, like,
Black and Gush.
Which Tapion Unison?
The
three
one that
cost?
you can absorb.
The promo.
Yeah, you negate skills. and
promo
eat it.
2-drop.
Oh, that one.
It killed Zamasu on arrival.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a fair point.
But it doesn't. But look, the only reason that that any blue players were not already playing Tapion was that the 5-drop Golden Freezer from, I guess, Golden Freezer was just not prevalent enough to be absolutely required in the sideboard. But if this secret rare is going to start seeing play, then every blue deck will probably have a couple of copies of Tapion in it, and so they can hit the 5-drop Freezer and the secret rare, and it starts just becoming value. In which case, deck spends an energy to put secret rare on board. Blue deck spends essentially 3 energy because they need to have Tapion remain on board to remove the secret rare. Blue deck feels happy with that because it's going to untap the energy anyway. It's like it's free removal of a secret rare before the secret rare even gets its Aegis value. You simply play the card, minus it, the card's gone.
Yeah, but you can still restand it off of like your leader skill and other times whenever an energy's untapped. You can still use it
have to, but
offensively.
you're not. Yes, but you're missing out on the secret rare value. It's like if you're playing a secret rare, you want it to be like game changing, and at that point, you've just not.
That's a fair point, which is good.
Yeah.
Keep talking so that it's cheaper, so I can get a good-looking fucking SCR for cheap. Because I was going to talk about the art on that thing, and we think that's
I'm
the
not
God
denying how it looks. That card looks beautiful.
Rare. Are we talking?
No question.
This is the God Rare. I know there's a lot of gold on it, but like, I don't see the other two being the God Rare when fucking Gogeta's there. And
I see
just
Gohan being the God Rare.
really, it's already covered in gold. Like they're
fine.
all like super, just like gold background. Which usually there's one like the Gohan one where it's just like, oh, it's a different background. Now here's the gold.
But like Gohan, they could do is actually the snap transformation bit. They've shown the after effect, not the actual moment.
That's true. They could do that. But then again, the card that it's attached to, it's just like, is this really Gohan? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna go left field and it's gonna be Cumber for no fucking damn reason.
Just Cumber literally just in a zoo, just going nuts.
It's literally just a close up of Cumber's gigantic chin.
There
Oh,
we go.
The
That's
ball
not what
chin.
gigantic I thought was gonna be after it.
And-
But yeah, I don't know. That is a fair point. Like, compared to the other, like, especially blue SCRs and fucking super combo SCR that can't get enough of seeing that card. I don't know. Looks wise though, come on. He's there. You got the
Looks
halo
good.
too. You see the little halo
Looks
popping out.
good.
Immaculate. That's one thing
And
this set,
the
you can't talk shit about the art. The SPRs, the SCRs, they've all looked fucking clean.
and
Like,
making
look,
your
the
opponent-
SCR
about all
has
that.
some
I don't
matchups
know.
it'll just win. Some matchups the SCR will just win, but others it'll just feel profoundly useless in.
Mainly the mirror,
making
yellow
your
mirror.
opponent pay for your ages is hilarious.
No?
Yeah, but like yellow just says, I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute. You're not playing Gohan Piccolo. You're playing this. Well, GG's.
Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, yellow just negates skills, KO, and bye bye.
Rest with leader negates
Anyways.
go KO.
Mhm.
Yeah. That
Kind
doesn't feel
of,
like that great
yes.
against yellow. Against everything else, it feels fine. Or except red
Not
too.
against red.
Red has
not
like
against
bullshit that they just minus it, but
You
outside of
said
those
when it's getting
matchups-
bumped, like no, bro. You said when that Z
Yeah.
extra card's getting bumps, like no, you're done. You play that, it's gonna kill it right away before you even get to use it.
that is true. Well, my pick has been shattered into the ground. I hope you guys all.
I still think it's
Die a
dope.
horrible
I
death for
still think
that.
it's good, but I
yeah.
just like the swing. So
That's true. But
Look,
please,
it's a
someone
secret
take
rare.
it.
It's a great card. It looks beautiful. We're not doubting you on that,
Take
Rosos.
It's just blue and yellow have such good
No,
secret
I
rares.
no, I completely agree with that. My whole thing was going off of course, first is looks. That's me. I got diamond eyes for that thing, but I get it. You know what, Carl? You look too relaxed. What the fuck? What blue card? Now you got to think of another color you don't care about because you wish we're just next week talking about black.
Actually, I don't know what both those cards do, but it's the concept behind it that I think we need legacy support, and both the Whis and the Beerus supporting the Whis deck, I think is a good thing. And mostly, I think from all the set, if I believe, is some of the only legacy cards that support something out of the new set. Like it supports a prayer,
Prior
a
thing, yeah.
prayer archetype out of a Broly, especially for that red and green one. But I think it's like we need more legacy set, and I think it's I think even like both those cards are really interesting if I remember.
Yeah, I'm down for that, especially if you're gonna use more slots instead of just printing another fucking random vanilla. Using stuff like that, where you're just doing a deck that it didn't really go off when it came out. Let's try to slowly build this up now when people already forgot about it. Maybe we'll get interest in it.
Yep.
And that's Realm of Gods, right? So it's a set that probably a lot of people bought a lot of. So it's just like you got this other stuff for this deck. You should try it out now.
True. No, that's like the two cards that stood up out of blue for me. The Janemba deck all around looks pretty sick and interesting, but like yeah, I'm not mostly a blue player, so I don't really care. Out of Bojack, but you Bandai fucked it up.
I mean, okay, we'll figure it out, Carl. Don't worry.
I know. I'm scared.
Hey,
I was
not
on
that-
I'm
the
so
rock.
thoroughly disappointed in Janemba. That new SR would have been amazing if it wasn't leader locked.
Mm-hmm. But I think it might be a good thing that it's leader locked.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Yep.
blue SR is just turning into 2 blue energy, blue leader.
One blue.
It's just
energy,
like
what are you talking
Soul
about, two?
Striker. Give me that.
Yeah. Soul Striker. I'm not trying to see that in Soul Striker. What is it? 2 energy?
That
but
is so
yeah. Because it has
I'm
I'm
telling you,
reading
like-
it now. It has an activate main battle once per turn, switches card to active mode. So during either turn, and it's a crit blocker. So like trying to deal with that would not be fun.
And
in
it
Soul
can't be
Striker.
removed on the turn it's played, and it's a crit, and it's a 25k, and it's an 8 drop.
Mm-hmm.
If removed by skills,
Would have been sick.
Yeah, but what's unfortunate is that the Janemba deck itself, to my eyes, doesn't appear to be all that good. So it's got this amazingly strong card that is not going to see much play.
I will fight you.
You'll fight both of us. I'll say the SPR looks beautiful. The deck looks
Yeah.
trash.
I think
I'm
it's
still gonna play
it
it.
might be my favorite SPR between that and the 4-star ball.
Mhm.
I don't
I like
agree.
the
but
green
it's another
SPR is
color.
a really one. The Gohan Goten one. I think that's the best one.
Yeah.
SP just
see
look
that.
wise at
Yeah.
least.
The,
I think
the SPR
I was going to say,
its
its leader restriction was to Janemba. Was its leader restriction to Janemba leaders or just
I think blue Janemba.
If you're leading
Yeah,
blue
blue
Janemba
Janemba.
hard,
So, I like that it works with all
okay,
the
so-
other blue Janembas.
Crit
at
Nimba,
least.
baby, let's go.
Well,
It
no, it
just says-
doesn't. It
yeah,
doesn't work
it's
with
just-
Mill.
no, of
Yeah,
course
oh,
it doesn't.
yeah.
The whole
Yeah, it's
deck
5
doesn't.
or 8 or whatever.
Nice.
They don't get support for Mill.
Nice.
They didn't need to print an entire archetype to help support Mill, but if they even just put a single line of text on any of the cards, it would be nice.
Yeah, but I wish they did it like
All
mill
you
the top
wanted was
3
a
cards.
Z leader.
Just mill the top
Yes,
3
that
cards.
would
all
be-
it
yeah,
needs
it
is
is terrible.
that would be too strong.
No.
No,
Listen.
better would be a Z leader that requires you to be on 1 life to activate. And so when you Z awaken, when you're on 1 life, mill your opponent for 5.
You see,
So you actually have to risk losing.
I'm saying
Nah,
mill,
but you have
mill
to
for
risk death.
5. Mill for 5, but it's on an 8 drop, so they can't even run it in the Mill Nimba deck. So it's just to spite them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Just make it a crazy mill, but you can't run it in the deck at all. It's just a tease.
Yeah, people were saying
I
a
just-
draw 8 drop, you have to play this Janemba that you can't play in the deck, then Mill's 30.
Yeah.
So
we go.
Okay, so what? Okay,
Just play another deck then.
so what you need is is like an errata to the mill leader, to say, when you put this card in your leader area, play this field card from your deck. The field card says reduce the cost of any king colds in your deck in all areas by 2.
But
Make the big
that still
6 drop
counts
king
as deck
cold into a
construction.
4 drop so it fits into the deck.
Or it should say on swing, mill your own deck ×2.
But even if you did that, that still wouldn't work for deck construction rules.
No, I'm saying the Janemba Z leader. Just give them a
Oh, yeah,
taste
no,
of their own
sure.
medicine. Just you mill 2 now.
No, that's exactly. We just need a card like whatever that Yu-Gi-Oh anime card we were talking about the last time, where you gotta shuffle you gotta switch your drop area in your deck, both you and your opponent. So that's your anti-mill strat. When your whole deck is in the drop,
That
you're like,
sounds
okay, this is my deck
miserable.
now. Have fun.
That sounds miserable.
It's
Um,
great.
But no, that Janemba deck, I'm gonna have fun with it. I have some ideas with it. I got
And you want to share?
There you go.
I mean, yeah. So there's the 6 drop. I think it's called the Blinding Attack Fury. That one lets you play any 2 costs, right? So obviously you can do the ones that's designed for the deck, like that's a no-brainer, or you can play the skillless ones and then go into the 3 drop, all that standard stuff. But something that's interesting is you can actually use it to play the old Janemba from the original blue yellow expansion, the 2 cost that you would then pay, I think 1 or 2, I don't remember, something like that, to go into the Aegis Janemba, the original Aegis card. You can actually just go right into that with it. So now even that deck technically has access to it without even running the Gokus and Vegetas. Which is kind of nice. And it's got barrier. It's 20k barrier with Aegis, and I think it mills your opponent when it does it.
The blue yellow one.
I think so.
I know the Bojacks
I think it does.
did. I think that did too.
Yeah, I think it did. So it's kind of just interesting that like you can technically splash that stuff in. Obviously, there's like the aggressive lines of play you can do by playing out the skillless, then going into your into the Z leader, like the old Z leader, because you can just go right into that one when you're at 3 life, and then just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna make these guys 3 cost now. Go up that chain, do the aggro stuff, and then. But what happens is at the end of the turn, you bottom deck the card, and then you restand one off that Z leader, and then now you're back on that normal leader, so you can do the normal leader's auto, draw your card, whatever, untap an energy, go into the Z leader, and then swing with everything, pass turn, untap one, then then it's on your opponent's turn, they play something, you're back on your regular leader again, you pay the one, play one of your dudes, you draw one, untap one, whatever, play one of the guys that removes something on your opponent's board, and you just keep doing that over and over. The only downside is you got to use your Z leader, which means you got to use your Z slots, and you already have this archetype that needs you to use like at least like 5 slots for the archetype, 4 to 5 slots at least, and then you're gonna use 1 to 2 for the Z leader, and then like you have like 1 spot left for like a Cell or a Beerus or a Vegito. Like that's
which
just
is
tough.
the problem with the archetype, is it just
Yes.
uses too
And
much.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you on that one, but there's certain Janimbas that I don't think you necessarily need to run, and some of those the extras you don't necessarily need. I think you can get away with like 3 to 4 of them, but I think the one that like just gives one of your dudes plus 5k or whatever for the battle. I don't remember which one of those. One of the Z extras was not that useful, where like the other 2 are more useful. Because the cards themselves
I'll
aren't
tell you
terrible.
why the Janemba deck is bad. The Janemba deck is bad because if you're hoping to survive off of a Dimension Magic or something, and they put the 1-drop on the board, your best answer to that is Intoxicated by Justice, and that card doesn't work if you have an extra card on the board.
You
Well,
could
I guess it
shoot
depends on the
off
way
and
you
then
build.
activate realms. And then negate.
Because there's cards, reading some of the cards, it looks like it does indirectly support some of the 2-drop skillless stuff. And if you have if you run the Boo Unison that plays the 2-drop skillless Janimbas, you could tech in the Sword Slash or whatever it is, the counter attack where you remove a 15k or less barrier card for free.
Final Hope Slash.
Yeah. So you would have to go the skillless route. Yeah.
There's definitely things you can do with it. And it's obviously not the best. It's not the better blue archetype. Like let's all be real here. Like it's not. It's
Or
not.
hot takes. We're gonna get the rules update at the ban list, and the space for Z deck is gonna be expanded.
That would be broken.
No.
That'd be too good for
No.
blue.
That'd be
Way
too
too
good
good.
though,
Yeah,
to
right.
be honest with you,
That
man.
would be
That'd be
like,
way
let
too good.
Janemba attempt to be a normal deck and let the other decks be way too powerful.
Like
Maybe
as much as we say that Bella doesn't do a lot of playtesting anymore, like at least internally before they start designing and releasing stuff, the amount of Z deck slots every time you go and build a deck actually feels perfect. Like any more it'd feel too much, any fewer, and you just go, what's the
If you're playing black, you're just throwing stuff in there like, well, I already got my booze in here, so I
That's
guess
like
whatever
green.
else.
You're
Like, I remember
getting
when
Unleashed
people
Goku.
said we should have 10 slot for that.
And
But
wait,
you look at it
Oh
now.
yeah, Goku. Yeah.
Black's gonna have infinite Z deck space anyway.
Yeah, technically.
Before we get too off topic, what was I guess we got to pick the blue cards, right?
You already picked like
You guys
Janimba. I'm
think what, a
assuming you're
tier
doing
list
the
or
leader.
something? For blue? I think like your favorite blue card or
Yeah,
something?
favorite blue card. I would say actually
okay.
like out of that blue stuff, I do generally like that they made a 1 mana 15k Z card for blue, and that's just nice. I actually just like that. Just being able to get an extra beat stick out for 1 is great.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now you look at the green one that they got, the beat stick for 1.
Mm-hmm.
Getting slid into every Z deck there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no.
Okay, so if we're talking blue cards, because I'm going to have to go shortly, I'm going to throw out one that no one would have picked.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say the super combo, Great Saiyaman, protecting worldly life. And the reason for that is that it is a Great Saiyaman Son Gohan Adolescence super combo that can be used for the old Majin Buu archetype without requiring Sparking 5. So I can just get to 4 life and just play good old Buu stuff without having to keep my drop area open.
That's
Hey, I feel, the anniversary box might get some more support. I feel like that deck always gets support here and there, so
true.
might be a
It
good
needs
call.
it.
I'm gonna say
Bring back ways to bring out the 7-drop Boos. Including my favorite card of all time that needs support for that archetype. Please make it possible for me to play the 6-drop red Boo from like set 2.
2, yeah.
Oh, that one. That card was very fun to
Yeah.
play back then.
It's
The
playable.
artwork is really nice too on the
Yeah.
SR.
It's playable in the blue
The
with the
ol-
red
I
guy.
was
It's
gonna say
playable. I don't remember
the
how,
only
but
the
it
only
is.
the last time I've seen that played for
AOD
2
10
energy
day.
was you play the Mr. Boo and no, not Mr. Boo, the Boo and Satan arrival card, and then you can go into that because it's not a Mr. Boo, it's an actual like Majin Buu card, and then you can X evolve the next turn with 2 red energy onto that, and the only deck I've seen it play that like that is Nappa, and then you go and absorb the Champ Pack SS3 Gohan, the one that you once you alliance you make them burn
Oh,
cards.
that one.
Yeah, that's one of the funniest Nappa decks I've ever seen. So basically, the whole premise of the deck is you charge red blue turn 1 pass. You have a Beerus super combo. You have to have so much shit in your hand. Beerus super combo, and then you have that arrival card. So you can untap the red blue, arrival that Boo and Hercule, pass turn over back to you. Now you have 2 red energy. You tap 2. You exile the 5-drop Boo on top, and then you Union Absorb into that 6 or 7-drop Boo. I don't remember what it actually is. And then you just put that Gohan underneath, and since it's dual attack, you can do that alliance twice. And since you're Nappa, you got the Cybermen, so you're gonna have 2 things to alliance twice. And your opponent can't play anything 20 or less, or they have to burn 2 life or 4 life, whatever the hell it is. It's hilarious.
New deck for the regionals.
There you
Yep.
go. RNG.
Not a single human being will have their sideboard ready, but you have to have the perfect 5-card setup turn 1,
Yeah, you just
or
gotta
you just
stack.
die.
Yeah, it's like my turn 2 Killanger 21 deck, remember?
Yeah, you just gotta stack and
Yeah,
you're
you
fine.
just stack your deck and then you don't get caught and you're good.
Everybody can do it.
Well,
How'd you do good in
That
the regionals?
fortune teller Baba player looks at the top 3 and was like, something ain't adding up right here.
those are 3 Beerus super combos. What's going on?
Yeah, right.
But we'll get a couple more out there. Wes, blue card. Let's hear it.
Blue card. All right.
Apologies,
I'm gonna
guys.
have
Have
to
fun.
go in.
Enjoy. I've got to go. See you later.
Alrighty,
See you
man.
later.
Catch you
Yeah,
later. All right. So I got 2. Well, I got 3. I like the artwork for a lot of the Janemba stuff. So we
Best
already
one.
said SPR, so
SPR
that's
doesn't
going to
count.
get SPR doesn't count. I'm gonna go with I actually like the leader, the cartoony looking Janemba leader on the Awakened
The
side.
Go
perfect
check the
chisel
chat
smile.
right now. Well, I think I might just have to use that picture for the leader. It was great. But go check the chat right now. That's the leader art. That's good.
Yeah.
It's genuinely beautiful artwork.
The broken neck
love it.
one.
Yep. And then I also like the 6-drop. There's like purple and red. The one that's blinding attack fury.
The good one that plays other stuff.
Yep. That one.
The only redeeming quality of the deck.
Freaking concise. I like that. Tim, let's hear it. I know you hate Janemba. Maybe talk about Gogeta then. I don't know.
Good, I will. The Gogeta leader, no, not the Z leader. The Z leader is amazing, but the Gogeta leader in general is just a really good deck. It's just slot in just good blue yellow good stuff. Like Kefla has had a couple decks could be played in. This is a really good deck for her to be played in. It's really consistent. See all of her, and she gets her maximum value off of herself for her own discard, and you'll get that every single game. Like
So
I've played against the deck like 3 times. And on like turn 2 or 3, them already having 15 cards in their hand is hilarious.
No.
Reminds me of SS4 Gogeta. I'm very happy.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting for this again.
It's
And the
it's a
Kefla card. It's
good
like one of my
game.
favorite cards. It's so good.
Mhm.
I need to test it, but
One of my favorite
Yeah.
SDR arts is that Kefla.
it looks so
Mhm.
good, bro.
Mhm.
In
Pink
person,
and
it
all
looks
that
so
shit.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. This card's actually nuts, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mhm.
It's actually
Especially-
a very nuts card.
Especially ignoring barrier like removal on your opponent's turn too. Like
They can never swing for a game, ever.
No,
Because if it
ever.
has a barrier, you play Kefla. No barrier, you play Gohan. No answers for both, anyways.
mhm.
And
So
and
it's
just
so
the leader
easy.
negating energy exhaust, just that simple permanent means you can remove a fair amount of potential cockiness out of the deck and it becomes incredibly consistent. Top tier, not sure yet, but incredibly consistent.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Consistency
that
is key for this fucking game. We've seen that all the time. That's what wins games a lot of the time is, not clunking out.
no, it's really good that you can charge multicolor cards. You don't have to worry about nothing and adding check lands anymore. You just play what you want to play, and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yeah.
deck does have nice aesthetic points, which is
Oh,
always important in a deck.
of course.
Yeah.
It's always good to not to like looking at your cards.
Oh, of course. Carl, let's hear it. Actually, you already told you. See, I'm so fucking lost. You already said the Wii support. Faisal, finish it off. I'm ready for fucking bed. This is what happens, getting a new
And
job.
look,
Actually,
is
having to
it
wake
only
up.
mono blue or multicolor counts too?
As long as it's not mono yellow.
I actually like the artwork on the new leader though, the Goku Vegeta one.
You
Oh
like
yeah, the
strut on
Stemble
the
one.
front?
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, the Goku on the front
The
is like
Goku on the
walking
front.
like menacing.
Oh yeah, he's literally
Like
JoJo.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I
Yes.
think that just the
Mm,
leader and the backside leader with Goku and Vegeta together with the halos on top looks
yeah,
solid. Like I just like how the leader looks.
you're so basic.
Yeah, like, it's nothing crazy.
It's
No,
a good
I'm
call.
joking.
But
It
it's
does look
nice.
nice.
It's basic, but like it just looks sick. Like they didn't put a lot of stuff into it. It just looks like good together.
Yeah, the energy. Yeah, the key around them
Yeah,
looks
and
pretty
like the
good.
Janemba world background, I actually like that one.
Yeah.
No.
And of course the 8-drop SPR just looks really nice. And the SS3 SPR looks nice.
All the SPRs. I'm
All the
getting them
SPRs,
all.
yeah. Yeah. Except for I really don't like the Gohan Beast SPR. I don't like that one at
Yeah.
all. I hate how they did the CGI in that one a lot. So now like
Actually,
the
I
card
kind of
itself,
like it.
I'm complete opposite. Because they gave me Dragon Ball Super Broly, like one of the greatest like aesthetically moves I've ever seen in my life.
Mm.
And then for them to give me the next movie as CGI, like, that's just bullshit, to be honest. Complete bullshit.
Yep.
They're
I don't
still
like it. It's
maxed
like
out.
the biggest downgrade ever, in my opinion, at least.
See,
Yeah, it was a little
I thought it
too
was
much.
gonna be. I liked it for what the sense, but yeah, of course, Broly is like amazing. Like the
Yeah,
art
like the
style and
CGI
how
wasn't
everything looks.
horrible. It wasn't a horrible CGI, but coming from the Broly movie into the superhero movie and it
Mhm.
being all CGI'd, I think like they fumbled the bag on that one.
I think they might have
They
overdone it.
Yeah, I don't
honestly
know why
did
they
it
did a
really
CGI movie.
well.
It
They
was
honestly
good
did it really well.
CGI.
It's just Dragon Ball looks so good in that hand drawn style, and Broly is the absolute pinnacle of that.
Yeah.
Exactly. So for them to go, you know what? Let's change the formula that made us a lot of money and do this instead. This doesn't make sense. And they made everyone skinny, which I don't like. Like I remember when people used to be like
That's just Dragon Ball
unimaginably like
Super.
chiseled, and
That
now you have like they look like Naruto characters now, which
Yeah,
doesn't make sense.
that's Battle of Gods technically because God for me went skinnier.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not getting Saiyan Saga Goku looking like he weighs 400 pounds of muscle, going Kaioken and schmieded himself. Yeah, it's my favorite looking Goku. Like, that is so sick. And first
Yeah.
Super Saiyan Goku. I was literally talking about this on stream where I'm just like, yeah, you're never gonna see schmieded Goku like that again. I hope there's a card where it's literally just his like shoulders and just core, and it's just like that's the entire card because that's how large he is.
Yeah.
He's like 5'8", and he's just like 800 pounds of muscle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just my pet peeve
Yeah.
on the. That's why all the superhero cards that be printed, I just don't like to play them because they all look CGI and I don't like it. So I just stay away from those decks, even if they're good. The deck like for me to like a deck in DBS, as good as the deck is, they have to look cool
Well,
in my eyes.
you're going to another
So
fusion deck, huh? Well, you hopped from SS4s to the
from
first
Gogeta to Gogeta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll maybe not again.
Yeah.
Top 4 this time instead of fifth with another Gogeta deck that draws a shit ton of cards.
Nah, there you go. You heard it here first, folks. He's you got to headhunt him now. But
Yeah, it's the same thing with last year too. Came out in September. This time's coming out in September. Probably the only deck I'll play for the next 3 months. So
there you
Which
go.
one?
Gogeta.
Gogeta?
I just go from Goku Vegeta to Gogeta.
Bro, you literally went from SS4 to Gohan to Gogeta, bro. Like
Well, nothing felt the same as SS4 anymore.
Empty hole in his heart.
There's an empty void. Once
you
that
could have tried
bandist
other
hit,
decks, man. You could have tried other
nothing is the
decks.
same. I did try decks.
You should give Black Truman Salsa a try. Draw one.
I
Draw one.
I don't think I could ever play
Draw
black
one.
decks. Only Black Trunks, so that deck is just fun to play.
Fair enough.
But I found the next best
Mm.
thing for me, 100%, which is this deck.
No.
I'll be
Gogeta
honest, that
time.
that yellow skillet stack just got me pretty excited. I already got a list made for that. I think there's some potential there too. You're drawing a lot, like a lot.
I'm gonna have to steal that off you. I need to see how that deck runs because anything Dragon Ball
No,
related,
it's skillless.
I'm gonna have.
Is it the yellow Goku one? The Kid Goku
Yeah,
deck?
yeah.
Oh, it's a skillless deck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ah, okay, I didn't know.
I just found out again. We were playing, talking about Boo. That's the original line of play you should do to go into the 7 one, the red one in blue.
Mm-hmm.
But too many manipulation was too fucking long.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. The red-blue version. It's only like 36 cards you need in your starting hand. Easy. Easy as pie. Couple of Cybermen, you're good. You got some alliance there. Game's over. Turn 2. But I think we'll
yeah.
call it there. Beer.
Me? Not Carl?
No. Well, Carl's gonna end it.
All right. Fair enough.
You do the fancy talk. Carl
Alright,
does the
alright.
close. That's how this is the OG.
Alright. The OG, this is true. All right.
Right.
Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a great day, great night, whatever. Have a great time with the game. This next set looks really, really fun, honestly. A lot of the archetypes are just good. Like, there's no denying that. Make sure to check out the legendary Kaioken Cards. Make sure to check out the Pacman special, of course. Check out Hoffman Lab.
Only if he wins his next match. He's got to win his next One Piece match, or you're not allowed to watch.
True.
Doesn't sound good. It's not here yet.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can always check out my stream too. Not that it really matters. Also, I believe, I don't know if it's going to end or not, but I know there's that auction going on for Chris Anderson, yeah, for the TCG medals. So I don't know if it's going to be uploaded in time for that or not, but if it is, check that out too. Help out there. I know some other streamers are also putting out stuff there to support as well. Otherwise, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and Carl, take it away. It's been a while.
I was about to add to, don't forget to get into the Kaioken Card Discord as well. I
I
think,
have
right?
one of those now. Yeah.
So, like, if you want to shoot some cards on the thing, or just like fight against Lucas when he's available, just jump into that. And don't forget the OG guys. How they say it? It's stay super.
Beautiful. It's been so long.
I know.
There we go. You didn't even crack a beer today.